All right, welcome back to Power Lunch, everybody. Shares of AB InBev still haven't fully recovered following a controversy which began last April following its partnership with a transgender influencer. Brandon Gomez joins us now with more on an eventful year for the company. Brandon?
It's definitely been eventful, and the road to recovery for Bud Light definitely still continues. We reported sales being down as much as 28% in the months following that partnership. Nielsen data at the time showed Bud Light lost its #1 spot in U.S. beer to Constellation Brands' Modelo. Consumers also turned to Molson Coors. And look at shares of some of those companies, right? AB InBev still down about 8% since that time. Constellation, Molson up 20 and 30% respectively. Now, look, Bud Light was able to stabilize its decline by fall, investing in some strategic brand partnerships. Even former President Trump posted on Truth Social back in February of this year to give the company a, quote, second chance. But Bud Light still hasn't been able to fully recover. The latest Nielsen data shows that market share remains down 4.8% compared to pre-boycott levels. A company spokesperson talked to me over the weekend, said that Bud Light remains the #1 beer in volume sales year to date, is improving in off-premise, and that the company has been, quote, on a positive market share trajectory over the last 7 months. So the question remains, is the stock a buy? Well, Bernstein in a recent note says the company's recovery appears to have stalled for now, emphasis on the for now, but they do maintain a buy rating, citing the company's broader portfolio. Last quarter, it saw profits rise despite the boycott. So, Tyler, it's been a long year for Bud Light as a brand, but perhaps there's some light at the end of the tunnel for Anheuser-Busch as a broader company.
I guess the simple question is, have people forgotten what got them into hot water in the first place?
I don't know that it's a forgotten case, right? I think that Bud Light and specifically Anheuser-Busch has been strategic about their partnerships moving forward, right? Their core consumer demographic felt alienated because of the decision by what the company made, by what the company decision. But then now they're investing in country music stars, partnering with them. They now have a partnership with the UFC. They now have a partnership with the Olympics. So I feel like they're trying to develop more and more partnerships that are more in line with what their core consumer demographic was pre-controversy in order to sort of pull them back.
I wonder if some of those investments ring a little hollow with the core constituents who go, oh, you got in trouble there. So now you're coming back into a more mainstream group of endorsers.
And you see with that post from Trump on Truth Social saying, you know, let's give them a second chance. Even if that kind of an endorsement isn't enough to get that core demographic back to the brand, what's it going to take?
Again, this fascinates me, and I know we're sort of out of time, but can we really attribute all of the sales decline to this incident?
No, I mean, it was happening before the boycott incident happened, right? That market share shift to Modelo was already happening. This may be a catalyst that expedited the process, but, you know, you can talk about even more broader consumer trends where folks are turning away from beer, going into ready-to-drink cocktails within the space. So can it all be attributed to this one moment? No, not necessarily. But it definitely was a catalyst that sort of pushed the needle in one direction.
And compare Modelo. I watch a lot of sports. I know you do too, especially this time of year with the basketball. Modelo's advertising is very effective. It stands out. I mean, I can't even put my finger on the theme, but they're sort of vignettes of people who are artists or barbers or entrepreneurs.
I can hear the music, actually.
Yeah, it's very effective and catchy. So, I mean, I guess they've done very well at that.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Enjoyed that.